good evening, everyone, and happy Juneteenth. For those who don't know, Juneteenth is the oldest celebration of the end of slavery here in the U.S. It's marked by the 19th of June, which is the day when the last enslaved Black Americans in Galveston, Texas, found out they were free. Taking a live look in Perryville tonight around this time tomorrow, folks will be gathered celebrating Independence Day. Get ready for a wet start to your work week because we've got storms moving into the heartland. A key Afghan air base that has been the center of operations for U.S. troops for the past 20 years has been handed over to Afghan troops. It's part of the quickening U.S. withdrawal, but some worry the effects could ripple far and wide. For about a year now, the coronavirus pandemic overshadowed the opioid epidemic. Anita Vogel reports how addiction has become an increasing problem during that time.
Jeremy J. Ford is live in the studio with details.
Jeff, Cape Girardeau police say Joshua J. May has been arrested and charged in the assault that took place Thursday evening.
Jeremy J. Ford is live in Charleston with more. Jeremy.
Thanks, Elena. So I am here at Charleston DPS where officers are actively still searching for the suspects that may have abducted 15-year-old Kamaya McCain. Right next to me over here is Chief Bob Hearns of the Charleston DPS. So, Chief, can you tell me exactly who are you guys looking for?
We're looking for a black SUV, like a Chevy Tahoe or a Chevy Suburban, and with two black males in it.
Is there a certain area that we should be actively looking for that you're searching?
No, sir. Right now, we're just searching everywhere. We haven't established a direction of travel or anything with the suspect.
Okay, Chief, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So look, what we're doing right now is you guys can follow us on the KFES 12 app, where we will give you all the updates on this Amber Alert and this story. Back to you in the studio, Elena. The New Madrid County Sheriff's Department tells me it's signs like this that have been stolen throughout the county. These signs that were once more than 2 feet wide have now been reduced to mere inches due to the cost to replace them. What is now just a cotton field will soon be a $62 million industrial site. The manufacturing facility is located just off Highway 60 and to be future 57, which will connect travelers all the way from Chicago down to Little Rock. The incident happened here at the 200 block of St. Jude, where once Officer Underfirth arrived, the suspect lit a Molotov cocktail, threw it on him, and caught him on fire. I'm here at the 200 block of Broyles Avenue in McCracken County. We're here at this residence behind me. More than 70 dogs, 26 goats, and 12 chickens, along with other animals, including pigs and turtles, have been recovered because they were in danger. The road is a dead end, the grass overgrown, and the headstones toppled over. This is the remains of what was Shady Grove Cemetery.
Because there's no one basically in charge of that cemetery. There's no public tax funds available to maintain it, and it's essentially been abandoned.
Frank Nickel is the director of the Kellerman Foundation, who tells me the cemetery has its cards stacked against it because it hasn't been properly maintained in years.
And the road that goes by has been closed. That's also controversial because you can't close a road in the state of Missouri very easily if it's been maintained. Well, that hasn't been maintained.
Nor has the grave sites and footstones, which he says should have been left undisturbed.
Missouri statutes indicate you cannot move a tombstone, you cannot disturb a burial site, and there have been many disturbances there.
With more than 150 cemeteries across Cape County, Nichols says this is just one of the many abandoned ones that needs more attention.
And I wish it had been treated a little better. I think we now take better care of our cemeteries, and the funds to maintain all of those cemeteries would just be enormous.
I'm here in Dunklin County on South Main Street, where behind me you can see the charred remains of what was once the Clarkton Police Department.
I received a call 4-something that my police department was on fire.
Chief of Police David Dillard says he quickly called the volunteer fire chief of the department located directly across the street.
Fire department was here in just a few minutes, and so was I.
To extinguish the massive flames.
We had a car parked next to the building. We got it moved, and they worked on putting the fire out for quite a while.
These are the bricks that once held up the foundation of the police department, one of the oldest buildings in the city of Clarkton. And as you can see right here, there's still smoke and smoldering 4 days after the incident.
We're small towns, and as most people know, small towns are very strapped for money.
That's why Clarkton City Mayor Diane Riley is asking for the public's help.
I would greatly appreciate it if some of our local businesses and citizens could step up and donate a little bit of money.
But for now, the police department has relocated and is still taking calls.
The fire department graciously vacated their office and let the police department take over.
Myself and the other full-time officer, we've been working all week just trying to gather up and get our stuff together. Just bear with us. We will get back to normal.
Chief Dillard tells me area law enforcement departments have reached out to help the city of Clarkton get back on their feet. Now, this is the time that we as people should come together to help those in need. From Dunklin County, live local now, Jeremy J. Ford, Heartland News.